Hello. Welcome. This is the Premier League fixture. This from Premier League. You're welcome to the 6 yard box. This is the Premier League review where we'll be looking at the games played over the weekend of the 16th and 17th. That's when the Premier League kicked off. And it was a very interesting week. Make sure you subscribe, like, and all that kind of good stuff. This is the 6 yard box. If you don't know now, you know. This is what we do, man. This is a review. We're going to be talking about the games over the weekend. The game kicked up on a Friday with Manchester United taking on Fulham in that Friday night kickoff. And, Manchester United had to win this game. They got to win this game. Come on. They have to win it. Coming into the Premier League, into this game, coming into the Premier League from last season, with all the hassle, with all the problems they had, they had to come in and try and win this game, and it was a tough game for them because Fulham beat them last season. I remember Fulham doing a job on them last season. So it's a game that they turned up, played really well. Manchester United, although it was in patches, Fulham had a lot of chances as well in transitions. They didn't quite get those passes right in the key areas of the pitch. It's all about small margins, and it was Manchester United that got the victory in the end. Joshua Zadzi, the new signing from Bologna, was the one that got the goal, and it was a good finish as well. Manchester United got the victory. That's what it's all about in the first game of the season. Then we go to the 12 o'clock kickoff where Liverpool took on Ipswich. Ipswich coming into the Premier League after a long time off. The Premier League, they finished champions. They finished champions last season. I can't even remember. Maybe they finished second last season. Coming into this fixture, the fans were up for it as well. Liverpool's got a new manager and a slot in there, and it was quite a good game as well. Ipswich competed really well with Liverpool in the first half. They really, Ipswich tried. They had a couple of half chances, but the second half, this is why this league is so difficult. Second half, you could see the difference in the league. I think you can tell. The Ipswich guys were, they were struggling to keep up with Liverpool in terms of the pace. Liverpool started moving the ball really fast, zipping the ball across the pitch, and they got their goal from 1-2 between. I think it was Salah that played it into the area for Jota to finish beautifully, and that was 1-0. And after that, Ipswich were struggling, and they got another goal as well. They got a second goal. They got a second goal through Salah. And it was 2-0. So yeah, that's what you do. First game, you got to win, get that victory at all costs. Make sure you win the game, and then you can move on to the next game. Then we got Arsenal taking on Wolves, and the first game of the season for Arsenal. Arsenal had to get a victory in this one as well. They beat Wolves by 2-0. Arsenal do what they have to do. They're the kind of team that even if they don't play well, they can still win a game of football. So you never mess with never mess with Arsenal. They play this kind of football whereby they're always on the front foot. Everybody knows what they're doing. 2 seasons now they've been fighting for the top four. So everybody knows basically what's going on. So they're a team that you're not going to see them play pretty football most of the time, but they will definitely want to get the victory. I won't be surprised if they go all the way again this time and give City a run for their money. So yeah, Wolves, they've sold so many players, so there's going to be some adjusting to be done. I think they sold Pedro Neto. That's the one that's gone. Hillman, Kilman, is it Kilman as well as gone. So those are two players that they've sold, and I think that can affect them in a way. So yeah, I think that might be a problem for Wolves unless they replace those players that they've sold. And then we go on to the next fixture, which was Brighton Wolves. This was the game we did on Saturday. I was watching this one. Wow. This one was, I'm going to put it, this one was tough to watch if you're an Everton fan. Even me watching it, I'm not an Everton fan, but, they had a couple of chances, but for me, I think uh, it's time for the manager to go. The manager for me he needs to go. They need to find another manager, and yeah, they need to get another manager in because for me it's timely. I think the fans deserve something different. Brighton, they're coming with a new manager. I can't remember his name now. He's 35-year old. There's some players in the team that are older than him, but they play the same football. They are more aggressive. They are more, not more aggressive, but it's the same football from the last manager. And they moved the ball really quickly. Got the first goal through Mitoma. Beautiful play on the left-hand side. Mitoma set it up, finished it off. Second one was Welbeck with the second goal as well. Typical Wolves move, Brighton move. They're gonna give a lot of team a lot of problems this season, that's for sure. And they're going about it the right way as well. They got the second goal, beautiful finish, and then they got the third one as well. It was a Degra on the left hand side. They got a new signing as well. He was playing on the left hand side. I can't remember his name. It starts with an M. I think he got injured and was replaced at halftime. He was very good as well. Adingra on one side, the other guy on the other side as well. The same is I can't remember his name. Starts with an M. And yeah, it was tough. It was tough for Everton. They got a red card. Ashley Young got himself sent off. Stupid foul. And Brighton just blew them apart. So Brighton, they're gonna be very good this season as well. You can tell. Unless something happens, I think they're gonna be. They don't have Europe as well because teams struggle when they go into Europe. They struggle. Newcastle, Southampton. Newcastle playing one of the new boys as well. They played. They played Southampton, and yeah, it was Southampton. I can't remember this game, but I did watch it. I watched maybe the highlights, but I think I watched it in details. But I think Southampton gave you everything, coming into the league for the first. They had a couple of chances from what I saw from the highlights. They had a couple of chances where they could have scored. I think there was one that was cleared off the line by a Newcastle defender, and they were trying to play out from the back. That's how Newcastle scored. I think it was Isiak that just nicked the ball, gave it to what's his name, Joel Linton, and Joel Linton finishes. And Newcastle had the man sent off. I think that's if you look at that sending off, that's what happens when players dive all over the place when they fall around and make just make a big deal out of everything, and that's what got Newcastle. That's what got the Newcastle Shah sent off. And then Newcastle got the victory by goal to nil. Southampton, welcome to the Premier League. Forest taking up Bournemouth. That one was a cracking game as well. Forest played really well, got their goal after 20-something minutes through Chris Wood. And I think that's the thing with Forest. You're never going to know what you're going to get with them, and they're never going to be inconsistent. I think what they need to do is start winning games at home. They've got a lot of players in there. I remember Sangaria or Sangria, whatever his name is. He's been injured. They signed him. It was I think when they signed him, there was a lot of clubs looking at our team then. But he was injured. He played during the African Nations Cup as well. He's an Ivorian. He was back in midfield for this game, and it was very, very good. You forget when players are injured sometimes. You forget all about them until they come back. They can keep him fit, and then they got a good player there. And then, Bournemouth got an equalizer. No Shola and Kelly got. I'm not sure if their new signing. I can't remember if their new signing played. They got a goal from Semenyo to make it 1-1, and that's a fair result, I think. Then West Ham, with all their 7 signings or 8 or 9 signings, they made one even earlier today or sometime today as well at the time of this recording. West Ham, yeah, lost 2-1 to Villa. And yeah, this one was going to be always going to be a tough game, opening game of the season. West Ham got the pen through Lucas Paqueta. I remember the first goal from Onana was it was a blockbuster of an header. Just ran into the box from the corner, smashed it in, and then Lucas Paqueta got a penalty. And then the guy that West Ham wanted to sign, Duran, was the guy that scored the winning goal. Scored the goal and he was pointing at his shirt. I don't know what that means. At the end of the day, he wanted to leave. But I guess he's got to show he's committed to West Ham. West Ham, it's gonna be two things. Maybe the players will take off and they'll go on and run and start winning games, or they're gonna struggle. So it's gonna be one of those two things. But they signed a lot of good players, though, West Ham. And then we go on to Brentford, Crystal Palace, the Sunday fixtures. Crystal Palace and Brentford. This one was a London derby, highly contested. That's why I always tell teams that are not in London, it's very hard for teams that play in London because you got all these derbies. You got like 4 or 5 different derbies, 4 teams that you have to play. And it's always very intense when you play them. So you drop points, so which other teams in other cities maybe don't have as much. I mean, Liverpool, they have 2 teams. Manchester, they got 2. Some places they don't even have. So, but this one, Palace losing 2-1, Brentford winning by 2-1. The first goal was from Mbeumo. I saw that goal. That was a cracking goal. Cutting on his left from the right hand side and bending over there, everybody's head into the far corner. And then Brentford, Palace goal, it was an own goal from Pinnock to give Palace a lifeline. Something happened in that game as well. Eze scored a goal. I couldn't see anything wrong with that goal from I think it was a free kick or something, and he scammed the keeper. The keeper thought he was going wide. He was going to cross into the box, but he just put it into the bottom corner. And I couldn't understand why the goal was disallowed. But I think the referees must have got that wrong. And then they got the winning goal from Wissa. Got the winning goal for Brentford, and Brentford won that by 2-1. Then Chelsea host the champion City in the 4 o'clock Sunday kickoff. It was a good game. Chelsea looked really, really good. Some passage of plays. They had a couple of chances, but the problem with Chelsea, they can't score goals, and that's the problem they're facing. And Chelsea, I think I said earlier that they're building the University of in Cobham. Their training center. They're building a university because they just keep signing players. I don't know what the plan is. All they needed was a striker for me, and they should all they needed was a striker and keep Poch as manager. But they subbed their manager. They got Maresca. It's gonna be in that kind of situation whereby if he could if he could knit everything together and they play well and they go on a run, it's gonna be a hero. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen, to be honest. I don't think that's gonna happen because for me, I think they're gonna struggle again, just like they did on that part. Then maybe the results might come later on. So they're gonna have a stop and start kind of season whereby they get some results midway, they will win some games, they will lose some games to some teams that they're not supposed to be losing to. But that's what's gonna happen. So just remember Poch and just everything that happened when Poch was there. That's what's gonna happen again this time. So I don't know what the plan is, to be honest. So yeah, it is we're going to see what happens. City do what City do. They got players missing. They look really good as well. played really well, got their goal. Alan got the first goal, good feed, chipped the keeper. And then the second goal was from Kovacic. He used to play for Chelsea. So yeah, City. I think Chelsea maybe got a goal from there, but and there was a whole drama about Raheem Sterling releasing a statement. I think Chelsea, the way they're doing, I wouldn't know any player that want to sign for Chelsea. To be honest, the best thing is just to get out. And then that was the last game on Sunday. Last game on Monday was Tottenham, Leicester. That's my team, Tottenham. We were watching that, and first half Tottenham battered them every single thing. They could have got a couple of goals. They didn't get the goal, which was a problem, and that's when everything went pear shaped because first goal, Polo, good play from Madison, put the ball in the box. Polo with a beautiful header. It hits him on the shoulder anyway. And, second half, just knew something was going to happen. When you don't finish team off. For me, the goal was just a slave. I see people going on about, oh, yeah, we go again. The fans are going into overdrive. I think the first goal was just lack of equalizer from Leicester was just lack of awareness, switch off in this league, and you get punished. And I think it was Romero that switched off. People are forgetting Romero only came back last week from start training with the team last week, Monday last week. That's when they started training, and they played the game on Saturday week against Bayern. They played in the second half, so they're just basically playing games, games in a match situation, not. So yeah, the players are going to switch off. It's going to take time before teams, get their bearings together. So yeah, Tottenham played well. They played like that. I think they'll score a lot of goals in the first half. Second half, they brought some of the young guys on. I think fans are going to panic. That's what fans do. That's what fans do. But me, I'm different. I'm not. I know that we've seen a lot of times whereby you look at results and you think what's going on. And at least I want to see a difference in the next 5 to 10 games. I want to see some improvements, especially defensively. We can't be shipping goals like that, like we did last season. So looking forward to the weekend. That's all the preview, all the reviews for the week. This is the football show. If you're new to the channel, smash that like. It's free. Else if you don't smash the like, I'm gonna come and smash it. So so yeah. That's what's up, man. That's the preview. That's the review for the week 1. We are off. The podcast should be out sometime this week. Footy Mad podcast. We're gonna be just looking at the start of the season. You're gonna be talking about transfers. There should be some transfer stuff coming out as well. So look out for that one. That one will be dropping over this weekend as well. The transfers are funny because I don't want to be doing transfer shows every day. So just maybe two a week or something. I think that's the plan till the end of the window. The window ends next week, 2 weeks. So yeah. Thank you for watching. Make sure you stay safe. God bless, and I'll see you next time. Thank you to all my subscribers. We got more content coming, that's for sure. Make sure you stay safe, and let me know if you like my cap. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Take care.